All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. As you can see, we're going to be looking at the new V3 combination from Synergy Worldwide. One of the things that I've been trying to do in the Saturday presentations is build in a sequence each month where we talk about on the first Saturday of each month a single ingredient or a method such as like nitric oxide therapy so that we can educate people. And I'm going to have more to say about this at the end of the presentation, but I want to come to the point where we can look at a single ingredient and how that ingredient can benefit people's health as a way for you to promote to all your family and friends to get to the Saturday morning presentation so that they can get educated. And I'll explain a little bit more about this concept at the end of our presentation today. And then also on one Saturday of the month, I want to talk about a specific Synergy product or a Synergy product combination. And that would be the last Saturday of every month. And we're in the last Saturday of February. And so today we want to do a product focus. And we want to do this product focus on the new V3 combination. And when I say new V3 combination, the original V3 combination in Synergy Worldwide was ProArginine Plus, Mistica, and Essential Greens. And I'm not sure when they made the change because their forms still show the Essential Greens as part of the V3 system. But the new combination is Mystica, ProArginine Plus, and Liquid Chlorophyll. And as you can see from my screen, the cost for that is $120, and your CV for that is $100. Now, we talked last week with regards to monthly auto ship, and as distributors, if we here in the United States are on a monthly auto ship for 100 CV, we're then fully qualified for all the commission structure in Synergy Worldwide except for elite rebates. And then elite rebates would kick in once our volume on our tracking center 1 hit 150. Anything above that, then we still get the elite rebates. So this package called the V3 Chlorophyll Edition would be a good monthly auto ship because it gives you 3 great products from Synergy Worldwide. And we're going to talk about these products and why they're so good as we go through today's presentation. But it would also satisfy the 100 CV monthly auto ship requirement for you to be fully qualified as a distributor. And again, I also want to note that Synergy labels this combination as immune support. So we can talk about how this V3 combination can help people support their immune system. Again, we want to be careful. The information that we share with people, we want to make sure that we're compliant with what Synergy Worldwide wants us to talk about or allows us to talk about. So we can clearly, as you can see, because they've labeled it, this combination of products are for immune support, which would also then indicate that each one of these products also helps to support the immune system. Now, if you bought them separately, I've put the prices up here. Mistica, one bottle of Mistica is $35, a bottle of Liquid Chlorophyll is $23, and a box of ProArginine Plus by itself is $70. Add it all up, it's $128. So by getting the V3 combination, you're saving $8 in terms of cost. Now, as I go through today's presentation, I want to really look at this as primary benefits. And so from a primary benefit standpoint, this V3 combination benefits antioxidant protection, benefits detoxification, and benefits cardiovascular support. And the primary product for antioxidant protection is Mistica. The primary product for detoxification is Liquid Chlorophyll, and the primary product for cardiovascular support is ProArginine Plus. And so with that in mind, I want to go through each one of these products. If you've got questions as I'm going through the products, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask me the question. And then we'll also have time at the end of the presentation for any questions that you might have. Now, when we talk about antioxidant protection, Mistica is the primary product in Synergy Worldwide, and I would also say metabolic LDL when it comes to antioxidant protection. So what is antioxidants and why are they important? And I've used this graphic before. We have what are called free radicals in our system. Just the mere aspect of breathing oxygen causes free radicals in your system. Metabolic processes, when they occur in your body, one of the spin-offs can be free radicals from that process. And free radicals cause cellular damage. Antioxidants stabilize those free radicals to prevent cellular damage. So without getting into all the science behind this, a very easy way for you to remember this is free radicals cause cellular damage. Antioxidants stabilize free radicals to prevent cellular damage. Now, if you're interested in how this happens, when a molecule loses an outer electron, it becomes unstable. And as an unstable molecule, it wants to stabilize itself. So what does it do? An unstable molecule will steal an electron from the outer orbit of another molecule. If that other molecule is not an antioxidant, then what happens is it creates a new free radical. And so you get this cascading effect. An initial free radical, unstable, steals an electron from another molecule, stabilizes itself, but in the process creates a new free radical. That free radical is unstable, is going to then seek out another molecule, steal an outer electron, stabilize itself, creates a new free radical. And this process continues to cascade down till it typically steals an outer electron from a molecule that's in a cellular wall. And then that creates inflammation. Damage to the cellular wall creates inflammation. How do you stop that process from occurring? How do you stop free radicals from causing cellular damage? Well, you do it by having antioxidants. The unique ability of antioxidants is that they can give away an outer electron and still remain stable. So if you've got antioxidants in your system, either through the food that you eat or the supplements that you take, then that outer electron of an antioxidant, when it comes in contact with a free radical, freely gives away its outer electron, stabilizes the free radical, and at the same time remains stable itself. So you have then stopped the cascading process, and you've stopped the ability of free radicals to do damage on a cellular level because antioxidants have stopped them by donating the electron. That's the whole process that's involved here. Now, Synergy has some great infographics that they've created. I've got them pulled up. They have one on antioxidants. So they have this one here. Antioxidants are anti-free radicals, and it does a great job going through what I just talked about: oxidative stress from stress that we feel, smoking cigarettes, pollutants, chemicals, processed foods, radiation. There's a whole bunch of different things that can cause oxidative stress within the body. And again, they talk about this whole aspect of antioxidants. And then they look at the key products in Synergy worldwide: ProRx9 Plus, Essential Greens, Metabolic LDL, VitaZone, Liquid Chlorophyll, Biome Shake, Mistica. And personally, if I'm going to want to help a person get the best antioxidants into their system to help them address their health, my two choices would always be Mistica and Metabolic LDL. To me, those are the two most important and most powerful of all the Synergy products that you see listed there. Those are the two that have the greatest antioxidant components to the products. And they're just fantastic products. Now, Synergy also has another infographic just on Mistica. So let me go back to our presentation. When we're talking about antioxidant protection, Mistica is the product in the V3 system that is specifically designed to be that antioxidant product. And I pulled this information from Synergy Worldwide. Mystica Fruit Blend contains natural occurring antioxidants, anthocyanins, essential fatty acids, and phytosterols that work together to reduce oxidative stress, support the cardiovascular system, and improve your overall health. powered by vitamin B6, the acai berry, green tea extract, and a host of other fruit extracts, Mistica delivers important nutrients to your body needs to neutralize free radicals. Give your immune system a boost by adding this delicious drink to your daily regime. Now, these are the specific benefits that Synergy Worldwide has listed for Mistica. And in parentheses, I've put in bold letters, in parentheses, the area that I would look at as its main support. So when we look at the benefits of Mistica, it counters free radical damage and premature aging. Well, that's antioxidant protection. Maintains cholesterol levels already in the normal range. Well, that's cardiovascular support. Supports normal psychological function. I'm not sure why that benefit is there. So I'm not sure. Again, I'd have to do a little bit more research to figure out why Synergy has listed that as a benefit. But I find that that's interesting that they have that listed as a benefit. Supports normal red blood cell formation. That's a cardiovascular support issue. Supports normal homocysteine metabolism. Again, that's cardiovascular support. So this product, Mistica, really, in addition to being a great antioxidant product, it's also a great product for cardiovascular support. And then from a recommended use standpoint, they recommend that you take 1 ounce once or twice daily. Again, the nice thing about Mistica is if you use it, it's always best to shake it up because it is kind of like a whole food type of product. So it's coming from, when you look at these key ingredients, it's coming from acai, the fruit acai. It's coming from red grapefruit concentrate, Concord grapefruit concentrate, blueberry fruit concentrate, red raspberry fruit concentrate, raspberry fruit, cranberry fruit, blueberry fruit, lycium fruit extract, elderberry fruit extract, bilberry fruit extract, pomegranate fruit extract, decaffeinated green tea leaf extract, grape seed extract. It's coming from a whole food source. And so because it's coming from a whole food source, that stuff will settle. And it's always best that when you open up your Mistica, you take the sealer up on the top, and then you put your cap back on, screw it down tight, and then shake that bottle up and make sure that you get it really shook up well, because then you're going to get the best use of that product so that you can, again, make sure that every ounce that you take from a consumption standpoint is really well mixed with all the ingredients that are in it to give you optimal benefit from that product. Now, personally, what I do is I always, it most likely is a little bit more than 1 ounce, but I use a shot glass, and I add a shot glass to my morning shake every morning. And occasionally on the evenings, I'll do another shot glass of Mistica by itself. And usually in the evening, if I do that, because I'm wanting to increase my antioxidant consumption, I'll take my 1 shot of Mistica in the evening with 2 capsules of metabolic LDL. A very powerful combination for antioxidant protection. Then the next product that we have is for detoxification. It's liquid chlorophyll. And removing toxins from your system to help reduce the potential for free radical damage, that's the whole process of why we do detoxification. We want to remove toxins from your system to reduce the potential for free radical damage, as well as when you detoxify, you improve blood chemistry. And Synergy has a great infographic. Again, here's the link to it, the PDF that I'm showing you here today. I'll make this available in the Tuesday newsletter that goes out. But if you click on that link, we also have these links in our Synergy family website, but it takes you to this infographic with regards to chlorophyll. And the interesting thing, without getting into a lot of biology about this, is hemoglobin, that's found in your blood. Chlorophyll is a pigment found in plants. The structure for both of them are the same, except for the central molecule. In this case, the central molecule is iron, and the central molecule is magnesium in chlorophyll. Outside of that, the two of them are basically the same. And what happens is Synergy Worldwide takes that and they create what's called chlorophyllin. So chlorophyllin is where they've replaced the magnesium component of chlorophyll with sodium copper. And this copper derivative begins to allow that sodium copper chlorophyllin to begin to have some properties that helps your vascular system. And as you go, they give you some of the studies that have been done with regards to this whole process. And then if you go onto this infographic that they've created, they immediately go into the liquid chlorophyll. So I've got this pulled up. This information is already pulled up here. Chlorophyll, the green pigment in plants that facilitates respiration and growth, is a significant nutrient found in green leafy vegetables. Sourced from mulberry leaves and alfalfa, Synergy's liquid chlorophyll is a rich, highly concentrated combination of chlorophyllin, sodium copper chlorophyll, and peppermint oil. Chlorophyllin has been shown to provide valuable DNA protection against ionizing radiation and chemical mutagens that disorganize genes and can further lead to significant health complications. Liquid chlorophyll also contains barley, a grass that has been shown to support healthy cholesterol levels while acting as a good source of vitamins and proteins. Studies also support the ability of barley grass to scavenge free radicals and act as a powerful antioxidant. Simply add 2 teaspoons to 8 ounces of water and turn your ordinary drinking water into a heart-enhancing, body-cleansing beverage. And so from a benefit standpoint, you have cardiovascular support, kind of redundant, cardiovascular support. Blood cleansing, so blood cleansing would fit the detoxification component that we're looking at, as well as cardiovascular support. Immune enhancement, that immune enhancement comes from antioxidant protection. Increased intestinal health, that would be helping with a detoxification process. So liquid chlorophyll not only benefits your vascular system, but it also benefits your microbiome, your gut health. Overall increased sense of well-being, didn't quite know where to categorize that of the 3 main components that we're looking at. And then supports the body's natural ability to remove toxins, which again is detoxification. And from a recommended standpoint, they recommend that a person, an adult as well as children, can use liquid chlorophyll, and children certainly can use Mistica. Not sure why they don't have the children on the Mistica, unless it's just the fact that anyone can use Mistica. Basically, all you're doing in Mistica is just consuming whole fruit. And for adults, it's take 2 tablespoons in a glass of water 2 times a day. Personally, what I do is I just do a tablespoon instead of 2 teaspoons. I just do a tablespoon in 12 ounces of water. And I typically try to consume 3 of those glasses on a daily basis, sometimes as many as 4. On my desk right now, I've got about 2 inches left in my glass of liquid chlorophyll mixed in with water. Once I finish that, I'll go get another glass of liquid chlorophyll. This afternoon around 2 o'clock, I'll have another glass of liquid chlorophyll. And then typically to that glass, I add 1 packet of E9, 1 packet of Immune Booster, and 1 packet of ProArch 9 Plus. And I typically do that around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a great combination. And then in the evening, I'll have at least 1 glass of liquid chlorophyll and then start on maybe another glass before bedtime. And I use this as a way to hydrate myself, because if I was going to just drink water, I wouldn't do it. Water's okay, but I can't tell you why. It's just water tastes better with liquid chlorophyll in it. And so because it tastes better, I'm more apt to drink my water, which is great from a biological standpoint and helping to cleanse your body and make your body work properly. Helps, when you drink proper water, helps to eliminate potential for headaches and other things. So it's just a great product, and kids can use it. But again, be careful on the amount that you give to kids, because it may cause for some children a little bit of an issue of the diarrhea. And then key ingredients that they have in it are again, sodium copper chlorophyllin, peppermint astral parts oil, alfalfa leaf and stem juice extract, barley grass juice extract. So you can see that, again, this is coming from a whole food plant sourcing process. And that's, again, why you want to refrigerate it after opening it. Same thing that you want to do with Mistica is make sure that you refrigerate it after you've opened it. Again, a great product. And then we have Cardiovascular Support, which is all about improving blood flow to improve circulation, which then improves the delivery of oxygen and nutrients. And then the other aspect of improved circulation is that it helps to remove cellular waste products and toxins to better, so that they are better eliminated from your body. And if I can provide my cells with good oxygen supply, good nutrient supply, they then work at a higher metabolic and aerobic capacity. As they use those things, it creates waste. Well, if my circulation's good, then I can remove those waste products through the bloodstream to the organ systems that help to cleanse me and keep my body working optimally. Again, there's 2 infographics that you can use. One that we created through our Synergy family, and one that's from Synergy Worldwide. So again, I have the links here. I've already got them pulled up. So this is the one that we created from our Synergy family, the power of nitric oxide therapy. If you're going to talk to a person about nitric oxide therapy, this flyer is specifically designed to help you do that process. All right. Now, you can decide when you go to print this off whether you want to print off both pages or just the first page. But on the first page, we wanted to keep the power of nitric oxide therapy separate from Synergy Worldwide's product, ProArts9 Plus, which is our product of choice to harness the power of nitric oxide therapy. And so on the first page, again, it was specifically designed this way so that you can decide how you want to use this from a marketing standpoint. But if you're talking to a person, here are the aspects that you really need to get memorized. One, it's the 1998 Nobel Prize in Medicine, awarded to 3 American researchers who discovered how the lining of the cardiovascular system, what's called the endothelium, converts the amino acid L-arginine into this miracle molecule. Now, if you don't want to memorize all that, you at least need to memorize that this is Nobel Prize winning research. 1998 Nobel Prize in Medicine, awarded to 3 American researchers for discovering the power of nitric oxide therapy. What are the benefits of nitric oxide therapy? Well, the first and most important benefit is that it relaxes the smooth muscle of the vascular wall for improved blood flow. Second benefit of nitric oxide is that it keeps blood platelet cells from sticking together, so it naturally reduces the risk for strokes and heart attacks. And then the third benefit of nitric oxide is that when it's at high enough levels, they can initiate repair mechanisms to heal damage done to the vascular system. And so those are the 3 main benefits of nitric oxide therapy. When we talk about using nitric oxide therapy to improve cardiovascular health, you're talking about improved blood flow. You're talking about reducing the risk for strokes and heart attacks because you keep blood platelet cells from sticking together. And you talk about repairing the inside of the artery to, again, improve that lining so that it can do a better job creating nitric oxide. Now, our product of choice to harness the benefits of nitric oxide therapy is ProArts9 Plus. Why is that our product of choice? Well, ever since 2014, it's been recognized by the medical community as the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world. And the other thing about it, it's clinically proven product. It's clinically proven to produce higher amounts of nitric oxide and do it more rapidly than L-arginine alone. And it's clinically proven to prevent vascular inflammation. And vascular inflammation is the leading cause of almost all cardiovascular concerns. Comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. There's 262 verified quality assurance steps that go into the manufacturing of this product. And because of this, Synergy Worldwide guarantees results. And if you're not happy with the product, then you can return it for a full refund on the cost of the product, and that has to do with your initial purchase. So the second half of that flyer is designed to be a promotional piece for Pro Arginine Plus and why it has become our product of choice to harness the benefits of nitric oxide therapy. And then Synergy has this infographic that they created that again looks at the progression of damage in the inside of the vascular system and how that damage, oxidative stress, causes plaque formation that builds up over time. And as the endothelium is damaged due to that process, you can see how nitric oxide production goes down. So this is a great infographic that you might want to show to a person visually to, again, help them understand that you can't see, but it's most likely what's happening inside your arteries, especially if you're not doing things to protect yourself through antioxidant protection, through detoxification, through cardiovascular support, which would be a great thing to get on the V3 system for. So going back to the other document that I have, again, taking information from Synergy Worldwide. It's a patent pending product with the power of L-arginine, L-citrulline, and more. It's the cornerstone of any nutritional regime. The powerful combination, Synergy's top selling product, is meticulously formulated to support elite health. I put on my own, in parentheses, 262 quality assurance steps go into the manufacturing of this product. Each serving of Pro Arginine Plus contains 5,000 milligrams or 5 grams of pure, granular grade, free-form L-arginine, an ingredient validated as a therapeutic agent by thousands of clinical studies. You know, on the PDF that we created for our Synergy family at the time that was created, there were over 100,000 peer-reviewed clinical studies in the area of nitric oxide therapy. There's now over 150,000 peer-reviewed clinical studies in the area of nitric oxide therapy, and it's just going to continue to increase. The complete Pro Arginine Plus formulation combines L-arginine with L-citrulline and a carefully selected array of vitamins to rapidly and significantly increase nitric oxide levels in the body. Nitric oxide provides many physical benefits, including the support of healthy circulatory and cardiovascular function. The physician's desk reference refers to Pro Arginine Plus as the world's highest quality L-arginine supplement. Studies show that L-arginine aids in maintaining healthy blood pressure levels, helps improve immune function, and stimulates the release of human growth hormone. Now, you'll notice there's a little asterisk for the human growth hormone. Just so you understand that nitric oxide therapy, the use of L-arginine nitric oxide doesn't directly cause the release of human growth hormone unless it's used in a specific way. So that specific way would be one of two. For an athlete, if they're using an L-arginine supplement to create nitric oxide in an intense workout, then nitric oxide will cross the blood-brain barrier, stimulate the pituitary gland to naturally produce growth hormone. The other way that that happens is for you to take it 30 minutes prior to bedtime, and then during the REM phase of your sleep, nitric oxide will cross blood-brain barrier, stimulate the pituitary gland to produce growth hormone. Now, the difference between your pituitary gland producing growth hormone versus getting injected with growth hormone is that when the pituitary gland produces growth hormone, your body has a system of checks and balances, and it converts that growth hormone into the type of hormone that your body best needs. So for men, it has a positive sexual function to it. It also has a positive muscle function to it. It helps to maintain muscle tissue. So again, the nice thing about it is the body has its checks and balances to make sure that the human growth hormone that's produced by the pituitary gland is then converted to the other hormones that your body needs based upon that system of checks and balances, which doesn't necessarily happen if you get injected with growth hormone. So that's a nice thing to know about what nitric oxide can do as a benefit. It may also boost energy levels, help to build muscle, and reduce adipose tissue, body fat. ProAgent Plus is a unique product with far-reaching benefits that will help you unlock your potential and achieve elite health. And so when you look at the benefits, rather than doing it for every benefit, most of the benefits are for cardiovascular support. So it specifically and rapidly increases the level of nitric oxide in the body. That's critical for vascular health, supports overall cardiovascular health, supports a healthy inflammatory response, enhances blood flow to vital organs, combats the negative effects of premature cardiovascular aging. That would be the antioxidant protection component of ProArch-9 Plus. Protects against arterial damage and reduces the occurrence of LDL cholesterol oxidation within the body. So that's the antioxidant protection component, and may aid in decreasing body fat and building muscle mass. As far as recommended use, mix 1 serving, 1 scoop, providing 5,000 milligrams, which is 5 grams of free-form L-arginine. What is free-form L-arginine? It means that it's not attached to any other molecule. You'll see products that have L-arginine attached to HCl, hydrochloride, or other ingredients. Well, typically if it's attached to another ingredient, they've attached it to that ingredient to try and boost its absorption. The problem is that typically the molecule that's attached to it is about half the weight. So if I'm taking like 5,000 milligrams of L-arginine HCl, about half of that, 2,500 milligrams, would be L-arginine. The other 2,500 of it would be most likely hydrochloride. So you don't get as much of the L-arginine. Here you're getting 5 grams or 5,000 milligrams of pure free-form L-arginine. And then they recommend that you mix it in 4 to 8 ounces of water. It's really up to your taste. Stir to dissolve. If water is very cold, the mixture will take about a minute to dissolve. So yes, the colder the water, the longer it's going to take to dissolve. And you can take 1 scoop. You can take it once a day. You can take it twice a day. It really depends upon what you're looking to do. I do twice a day. I do 1 scoop in the morning. When I first get up in the morning, I do 1 scoop of ProArch-9. Or in fact, I take a packet of ProArch-9 and I combine it with a packet of E9. That's my start of my day. I don't drink it all at one time. I sip that over a 45-minute period. My wife takes it all at one time. She doesn't do the E9, but she'll take her ProArch-9 Plus all at one time and drink it down. I prefer to sip mine over time. And then I do another scoop like I shared earlier in today's presentation later in the afternoon, where I combine it with the immune booster. So I can get 2 times the effect by having it with the immune booster and ProArch-9 Plus. And that's a whole nother conversation. And that's the presentation for today. Do I have any questions from anyone with regards to the new V3 combination? Any questions with regards to any of the individual products that are in this combination before I go on to my last topic that I want to share with you today? So any questions, you'll have to unmute yourself. We've got too many people on, so it would be just too much background noise.
Dan, Timothy here.
Yes, Timothy.
Observation. You mentioned that when you open the Mistica, supposed to shake it.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't mention to shake it every time you use it.
Okay.
Is that understood?
Yes, well, that's what I meant. So yes, so when you first open it and every time you use it, before you open the top of it, always shake it up. Yes, correct.
Well, I do that, and I also shake the chlorophyll, because I think that they have settlements. So I always shake them, and one of my big mistakes is that I don't measure. I just pour some in the glass.
Well, see, the nice thing about Mystica and liquid chlorophyll, you really don't need to measure. you can take more than an ounce of Mystica, and it's great. And you can do the same thing with liquid chlorophyll. The only thing on liquid chlorophyll, because it's got that peppermint part of it to it, is like for myself, that becomes a little bit too strong of a drink. But yeah, you're not going to overdose on these. But I definitely, Mystica, you take straight, you don't mix with water. Liquid chlorophyll, you don't take straight, you mix liquid chlorophyll with water.
Yes, I pour some in a glass and fill it with water and I drink. Mystica, I pour some in a glass and drink, but I do have measurement glasses that I think I should cut back and use.
Okay.
Okay, thanks very much. It was a good one.
You're welcome, Timothy.
No, I mean the program that you did today.
Sure.
Is a
no,
good
I
program.
understand. Thank you.
Yes, okay.
Hi, Dan. It's Donald.
Yes, Donald.
My every day I use a 20 milliliter glass, so that's like twice of Mystica and liquid chlorophyll. I put it in a glass, and I also use my proarginine. So that's my mixture.
Okay.
And
let's open your sinuses.
Oh, certainly.
Well, that's
so
a good thing.
Again, that's it's a one-shot deal for me. I don't use it in the afternoon.
Okay.
So the three, and I've been doing that for the longest time with an orange.
Okay. Yeah. See, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, and that the key is to get the benefits. You got to consume the product. And as you can tell, there's different ways to consume the product. So just find the way that is going to best fit into your daily schedule.
Absolutely. Thank you. Great presentation.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Any other questions before I share one last thing before we end today's presentation?
Hey, Dan, this is David.
Yes, David.
Thanks for the great presentation. I just want to echo what you're saying, that water does taste so much better with chlorophyll. And when I have a chance to talk to my clients or even the distributors, I tell them to encourage people, why drink clear water? When chlorophyll is so economical and so easy to mix with water, just pour a little bit into it, a teaspoon, and mix it, and that's it. Just walk around with nutritious water instead of plain water. And the other thing that I want to just mention, that if you take Proarginine Plus with Immune Booster, that becomes rather addictive. It's really delicious. Just wanted to add you there because, since you're talking about great tasting things, that's something I've been doing almost since Immune Booster came out, and it's really great. And thank you for a great presentation.
Oh, thanks, David. And that liquid chlorophyll, just like taking chewable vitamin D3, is one of the most cost-effective ways that you can make a positive impact in your health. Liquid chlorophyll is the same thing. There's 78 servings in a bottle of liquid chlorophyll. So if I take the $23 and divide it by 78, basically 29 cents. 29 cents, 29 and a half. So let's just round this up it's 30 cents. 30 cents to help improve my blood chemistry. That's liquid chlorophyll. Because the cost of the water is the same no matter how you're going to do it, whether you do it in a bottle or whether you do it out of the tap. There's no, the water is mute. The extra cost is just 30 cents for each glass, for each serving of liquid chlorophyll to improve your blood chemistry. And again, work on this whole aspect of detoxification. It's just a marvelous product that people can, in effect, that from a very cost sensitive standpoint, can make huge impacts in their health.
Great. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. Anyone else before I share my last thing today? All right. So next Saturday, I'm planning to do a presentation on magnesium. And what I'm going to suggest to people, and I'll have this in the Tuesday newsletter, is I want to make the first Saturday of every month a presentation on a single ingredient or a single concept like nitric oxide therapy. And do it in a way that you can invite on social media, whatever social media platforms that you use, whether it be LinkedIn, whether it be Twitter, whether it be YouTube, or I shouldn't say YouTube, but Facebook, or you use all three of them, or Instagram, or there's so many social platforms out there that you can invite family and friends and people who follow you on your social platforms to attend the event. You want to make an event. I'll have text prepared in the Tuesday newsletter that you can use. You can take that text and you can change it how you want to, but you can invite people in your sphere of influence to attend on Saturday. And then that presentation next Saturday is going to be about the importance of magnesium and how important magnesium is to our overall health. And maybe the last 5 minutes of the presentation, I will just highlight the one synergy product that we have that is a great product that if you decide that you're going to incorporate magnesium, if you can go to health food stores if you want, but if you're looking for a great product that gives you magnesium as well as some other benefits, then that would be our Body Prime. But my whole goal is to give you the ability to promote an ingredient or a health concept like protecting yourself from free radical damage. I'd like to get some feedback from topics that you would like to see that you think would resonate with your audience that follows you. And then I'll build a presentation around those topics so that the first Saturday of every month, it's a new topic that you can then promote to your social sphere of influence and invite them to come to the presentation. We've got 100 seats that are available to us on my Zoom platform. So let's fill it up and fill it up with interested people who want to hear about how they can improve their health. And then it's your job to follow up with those individuals that come. You can see the people that are in the presentation. You can go down through the participant list and see if there's people that you invited that actually showed up. And the goal is to educate and then also subtly influence so that you can begin to increase your client base of people who are using Synergy products. And we want to do that, like I said, where it's consistently on the first Saturday of every month that people can then say, hey, that was such a good presentation last Saturday. I want to, I want to schedule into my monthly calendar that I attend these different things. So that's the concept. That's what we want to try and do to help you increase your client base. And again, if you have any input that you want to give me now, that would be great. Or you can give me input through an email that you can send me. I've got a new email address. So it's dan@danhammerhealth.com. And we'll go from there. And if you have ideas or suggestions on topics that you would like to see covered, please either share that with me today or share that with me in an email that you would send me this week. Any final thoughts before I say goodbye?
Hey, Dan, this is Judy.
Yes, Judy.
So, I think this is an absolutely fantastic idea because it's going to give an opportunity of people who have never been introduced to Synergy products to get just a glimpse of the product, but also get education. And, really, that's what we are with our Synergy family is we're all about education.
Mm-hmm. Good. So if you got any suggestions or ideas.
Actually talked about this earlier in the week. So what I did is I created a LinkedIn invitation.
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you said you created a LinkedIn invitation.
Yes, I created a LinkedIn invitation. Actually, you and David are the co-host, which means that you can invite your connections on that invitation. Or anyone can go on my LinkedIn page and look at the invitation. I'd be happy to share the information for that. I know you're gonna send the wording out, but how to do the invitation can be a little difficult at first. I'd be happy to share that information with anybody because I just think this is going to be an amazing benefit for our entire team.
Yeah, and the only way that it's going to, what I call snowball, would be for people to actually implement. And if we want to grow our synergy business, we've got to implement marketing strategies. And this is just a marketing strategy to help you implement into your sphere of influence. And the more that you do it, the greater the probability that you're going to have people attend, which is just going to then increase your probability of being able to influence people to getting on different products from Synergy worldwide.
So true.
Thank you, Judy.
You're welcome.
Anyone else before we say goodbye?
Dan, I just want to echo what Judy said. This is David. It's certainly a great idea. And I would encourage everyone to think about this because, as you said that, I'm saying, holy smokes, Dan's doing all the work. He's putting all the slides together. He's going to promote me because I'm going to do the invite to my group, my followers, say, don't miss this. We're going to have, on Saturday at 9:00, this topic. And I just sit back and enjoy it. And then I'll probably, if you end it saying, contact the person that invited you to this webinar, for more information, then I get all the business. So thank you, Dan. I think this is a great idea.
You're welcome. You're welcome, David.
And Dan?
Yes.
Just to be sure, it's going to be on our Zoom platform on Saturdays.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
The exact platform that you click on. So there's no need for having a password or anything like that. They'll go into the waiting room, and like everything, either Judy or David will be co-hosts, and they'll just admit everyone that comes into the waiting room.
Thank you. Gotcha.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your Saturday.